Hello guys, so recently it has been a video that is circulating around the internet of Joe Rogan basically commenting on the video gaming world and how he thinks it is a problem, and that basically have turned the gaming community upside down and inside out. And they are talking about canceling him and shit, which is really weird because I thought gamers really like Joe Rogan. Anyway, so let's just watch the videos and actually see what he actually said and what are my thoughts on it.
But I think that there's a lot of people that don't have any. There's no one. They're not modeling their life after someone that they see that they admire, someone that's successful, someone that is doing something that they enjoy and love. Sometimes kids have to see that, right. And if their parents are living a bullshit life and their neighbors live in a bullshit life and most of their family lives a bullshit life, they just fucking lay around, you know, and then they seek refuge in drugs or video games or something that stimulates them. And video games are a real problem. They're a real problem. You know why? Because they're fucking fun.
Addictive.
And you don't, yeah, well, I have a real problem with them. And you do them and they're real exciting, but you don't get anywhere.
Right.
It's like you could do like martial arts, right? You could learn jujitsu. You get obsessed by jujitsu, and then 3 years later, you're like an elite jujitsu athlete. You're entering in competitions. You're a purple belt.
You're moving up.
Yeah, you're doing well. Right. You're thinking like, I might be able to open my own school one day.
You got confidence.
Yeah, if I have 100 students and those 100 students are paying me X amount of dollars per month, I can make a living.
Joe, what have you done? He started the comments with saying that if a kid have a set of really shitty parents, they basically will seek after something that will stimulate them. And in this case, he mentioned drugs and video games, which I think is the first problem in his comment, in his little anecdote, because he say drugs, and then he immediately say video games as if they're in the same category. And some people probably will take offense to that. But to be fair to him, I think it just means both drugs and video games are very addictive, which both of them are. I tried drugs, I tried video games. I can see why people are addicted to them. And I think the rule of thumb is like, when you try something, when you do something, when you play video games, if you still have fun while you're playing it, you should keep doing it, you know? Because it is a fun activity, and if you're not going after some sort of professional gaming levels, you're not going after being a professional gamer, then just play video games within the realm of you having fun. And what I mean by having fun here is basically after a hard day of work, after a hard day of school, you basically come back to your house and you fire up your computers and your PS4 or your Xbox, whatever you have, and you try to have fun, try to keep the stress level down and try to make the anxiety levels goes down. And after that, you take up whatever responsibilities you're supposed to be doing, like take care of your kids, cook, do your homework. I think it's only become a problem when you keep playing video games and you neglect your crucial responsibilities. If your kid is drowning in the bath and you're still trying to score that last goal in Rocket League, I think it is a problem. Now, I don't think Joe is an avid gamer, which is fine, but he's commenting on gaming from an outside point of view, and anyone who do not belong to a group tends to see the extremity of that group while they're commenting on it. Like, for example, people who see weed smokers as a bunch of hippies, which, you know what, not everyone who smoke weeds are hippies, but every hippie smoke weeds. In typical Joe Rogan fashion, he brought martial arts into the conversation without any fucking reason. And he mentioned, if you practice a martial art like jiu-jitsu for 3 years, you can open up a dojo, which is bullshit, because in order to open up a dojo, it's basically mean you open up a business. And in order to open up a business, you have to learn all the legals of opening up a business. You need to learn how to do accounting. You need to learn how to teach. You need to know how to handle overhead, how to hire people. It's a whole different set of skills. So I don't know what the fuck Joe was talking about there. Like I mentioned before, video games only become a problem when you neglect your responsibilities. But then again, you can apply the same logic to martial arts. If you keep going to a dojo and choke cobras or kicking planks, I don't know what the fuck you do at a dojo. If you keep going to a dojo and then you forgot your kid at home who is drowning in the bath, you still basically running into the same problems. It only become a problem. Video games or any activities, to be honest, only become a problem if you neglect whatever it is you're supposed to be doing. To wrap it up, I don't think Joe Rogan meant anything malice towards the video gaming community or video gamers in general. He's actually one of the most open-minded persons I ever listened to. He let a guy talk about Red Dead Redemption 2 for 6 minutes, and he actually listened to whatever the guy talked about. So yeah, you know what? He's just not a gamer. He's commenting on gaming from an outside point of view, and there are motherfuckers who sit around and play video games too much, but that does not represent the whole community. Like if I take a look at martial arts, the martial art community, all I see are a bunch of wife beaters, violent cunts, and people who throw chairs at bus. But like I said, it's not the representative of the whole community, is it?